Today I'm going to be painting on wood slices. Now this video has been a long time coming on my channel, so I'm really excited to dive in. So grab your art supplies and let's create together. Now I've painted once before on my channel on wood slices, but it was in a vlog. So this is my first time actually painting wood slices on camera, and let's just say I have no idea what I'm doing. So for this first one, I've decided I'm going to use a pearl sapphire blue color to cover my wood slice for a base color, and all of the supplies I'm using today will be linked down below in the description box if you guys are interested. Now I've decided I want to add more shimmer to this one, so I'm going to be using this gold paint to do the inner of the flowers. And now this one, I'm going to just spoiler alert, turned out a little bit different than what I was hoping for. I didn't even realize when I was doing this that it's going to look crooked in the end, but I guess it was fun doing it. So I did realize in the end that it looked a bit crooked because I didn't do it in the middle of the flowers. But I guess that's the creative part, and there is success and failures. So this was a fun spring one to do for me, and I still really like how it turned out. I love the shimmer of the paint. I tried these Arteza paints a couple of weeks ago and I have been absolutely loving them. So for this next one, I have decided that I'm going to do a white base, and for this one I'm going for a more abstract vibe. Since I've recently been doing a lot of paintings, I really love doing abstract stuff. So this is going to be almost like a abstract modern vibe, and I think out of all of them, this might be my favorite one. I just love the vibe it's going to give off, and for my color palette, I've chosen a muted spring kind of palette to go with the white. So what I've started doing is creating little blobs of color everywhere, and I'm still not sure at this point what I want to do with this in the end to finish it off, but I'm kind of going in with this muted purple color, and I think I'm gonna do pinks and turquoises, and you'll see later on in this video that I actually end up doing something very different with this one, and something I actually really like. So to actually finish off this one, I decided to outline it in black. Now for me, that was a very bold move, because typically with paint I like to keep everything very neutral and subtle, but with this one I love it because it just really helps the color pops more. And I think I really like this one, and I might actually end up doing a painting inspired by this because I just really like the blobs everywhere, and it looks really modern and bold. I was actually having a really hard time filming this because I was so focused on outlining these that I wasn't even sure if I wanted to film this part, but I did get it, and I think it took me quite a bit to outline these. Like, it took a really long time, but I think it was worth it. I really like the effect that it gives. Now for this third one, I decided to introduce some markers on my wood slices. Now I've never actually used markers on these, and they're not like proper markers, they're just like the double head one brush markers, and I have a bunch of them, so I thought it would be fun to introduce and do kind of like a mixed media one. So I've decided that I'm gonna do a base layer of marker for this one, and I'm gonna keep it quite simple just because I don't want to ruin it trying to experiment with it. So I think I'm gonna do a green grass, so I decided to use this dark green color to do the grass, and I think I want to do mushrooms for this one. It's just the vibe that was coming off at the time I was doing this, so I think I'm gonna do a base layer of markers for the mushroom, and then because I don't have a white one, I'm gonna use white paint to kind of finish off and do a mixed media kind of look for it. I'm actually really surprised at how well the markers were working on the wood slices. I was a little bit worried that it would damage the markers, but these ones are pretty old anyway and are kind of damaged, so I was not as guilty using them on these, and I really like the color that's coming off. It's really bright, and I really also enjoyed mixing media. Now something I will say is, if you are gonna mix media, I highly recommend you test it before you do it on the actual thing, because you'll see that the white that I used on top of the red actually turned into a pink color. That could have just been the marker and the paint reacting together, but I do recommend that if you're going to do this, that you test it either on a spare wood slice or on some form of paper to just see that if the markers are going to react or change color. So I really like this one. It's a very simple, quick and easy one to do, and I really like how it turned out. So thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye guys.